because just like with COVID in general, it's like, do you feel as though like your days are longer, or you feel the same?
No, I feel the days are longer. I mean, because actually with the COVID and stuff, you can't even do anything. So you've been in the house, you know what I'm saying? So it drags on, instead of like, because especially up here in New York, because we got hit really hard. And so everything was shut down.
Yeah.
Everything was shut down. And then you couldn't go nowhere. Even stores that you were going to normally, it was closed. So it was just like in the house. And then you didn't, at the prime of things, you didn't really want to go out anyway.
You know what was up?
Right. You know what I'm saying? All masked up and everything. So it was crazy. But I did have some time off of work. So that was cool. Because of the illness that I had, I was like one of the easy target to get it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so like what you having? So okay, so let's just intro it right now.
We on?
Yeah, we on. So let's just intro it. Yo, thank you for tuning in for another episode of Unpredictable Thoughts Podcast. Your boy Trouble's in the building, doing the damn thing, ain't doing anything at all. I want to give a shout out to everybody that support the Keep That Same Energy merch on deck. You can go to unpredictablethoughts2.com to cop all your merch. Now, today we have an award-winning author,
yes,
Yolanda Leo Gang in the building.
Yes, woo woo woo.
Leo Gang. So we're gonna talk about a plethora of things going on.
Okay.
Just with her books, the Grown Girls Movement, and things of that nature. But first, I want to continue to talk on the whole COVID. And you say you were one of the first people to kind of get hit with it because of your situation.
Okay, yeah, okay, let's start with the situation. Okay, the situation was three. Actually, I have it was longer than 3 years. I got the diagnosis maybe about 8 years ago, which was kidney failure. Okay, so with the kidney failure, how do you react to that? Like how you get that? What's going on? What you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nobody in my family got it. Yeah, so it wasn't like it was something passed down, or I knew a relative that had it. I'm the first one.
Yeah.
So I got diagnosed with that.
Were you just feeling like mad sick during that time, or?
You know what? On the real, when I think about it now, yes. You know what I'm saying? But when you going through it and everything, you're like, oh, it's something I ate, or yo, dad, I hung out last night, man, I shouldn't have, stuff like that. Yeah. And but then as it proceeded, like I couldn't keep nothing down. I constantly was vomiting. And I noticed my appetite started getting, it was long periods before I even eat again and stuff like that. So then the weight was dropping.
Oh.
And actually, one day I had made an appointment to the doctor. Then I went on to work. When I was at work, I kept saying like, "Oh, I can't really see." Everything was like blurry. My eye vision was blurry and stuff. But that day happened to be the day of the doctor's appointment.
Wow. Okay. Yes. Like this is the last leg. Don't try to renege on this. Nothing.
Okay. So I was driving and I'm getting off of work and I'm driving to the doctor's appointment that I have. And I'm like, I really can't see. By the grace of God, I made it there. No. You know what I mean? I made it because it was, let me tell you, it was cross town from where I was coming from. So it was, it wasn't no 5-minute, 10-minute drive, so I made it there. When I got there, she checked my blood pressure. She said, oh, wow, it's kind of high. Maybe because you was rushing to get here. And I'm saying the same thing. Yeah, it could be because of that, So then, she checked it again and it was even higher than she originally took it. And she said, immediately, you got to go to the hospital. I'll meet you there. I'm calling the ambulance downstairs. They took me to the hospital. She said, I'll meet you there. I guess she called ahead of time and let them know, hey, I got a patient, whatever she did. And they started doing testing and everything. They thought I had lupus, all kinds of things. They was trying to nail down what it was. Next thing I know, I was admitted to the hospital on morphine. And when I was just in and out, they called my peoples and let them know and everything. Next thing they came back, like the next day after, I'm off morphine and stuff like that, and said you're diagnosed with kidney failure. I was like,
Mm.
what? And I did, it's not even like one kidney, both of them was shot.
Oh wow.
Yes. Yes. They were down to like 30% working.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Was it like a lifestyle thing? Like
You know what? To be honest, yeah. I'm gonna keep it all real.
give it
Yes.
a bean.
Yes, it was. It was lifestyle because I was still young. I'm young now. I'm in my 40s now. But so
Okay.
when
I
that
couldn't
happened,
tell.
yeah, okay, thank you. But when that happened, I was even younger. Like I said, it was like almost like 8 years, 8 to 10 years when I got diagnosed. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
a party girl. I ain't even gonna front. I was a party girl. I was a party girl.
All them Incredible Hawks and Alizé, huh?
Man, I was loose on the goose.
Oh.
The great goose.
Yeah, regular or they had like lemon and orange, right?
No, lemon and lime.
Oh, lemon and lime. Okay.
Yes. That was me straight up with ice and lemon and lime. That's it. The juice. The like actually the fruit. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's what I used to love. So yeah, I would say it was the lifestyle.
Yeah.
It was
So
definitely
doing that, so like what was so did he immediately change like your diet and all that stuff?
Well, yeah, I had no other choice, where, I'm in the hospital and then they telling me and everything. So they got me on a strict regimen of, what a person with kidney failure should be eating and everything like that. And what I had to stay away from. That's one thing I learned too, is that definitely your diet has to change. You have to stay away from a lot of stuff like bananas. You can't eat that. Yeah, it's like everything that's in high, what is it? Potassium.
Potassium?
That has high potassium in it. Yeah.
You would think that would be the opposite because
Yeah.
did they put you on like a lot of meds?
Yes. So I had to get something to control the high blood pressure because the high blood pressure was the reason it was burning the kidney. You know what I mean? Yes.
Oh.
That drinking, that smoking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it burning the kidney and stuff like that. So they did put me on medication. I was on a lot of medication too. I think I was taking maybe I would say about 8 pills a day.
Oh, did you ever think about just trying to go like the natural holistic route?
You know what? When I started thinking about that, it was kind of too late.
Gotcha.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I should have did that immediately. I was still young. And now don't get me wrong, I did do my research, but it was a couple years after I was on the medication and stuff.
Okay, understood. Yeah.
So,
that spark.
Yeah. And so then I started doing my own little diagnosis of myself every day, and then checking out what I'm eating and stuff like that. And it would start getting bad because I started had to go to a real renal doctor, and he was like, "Hey, you're gonna need a kidney transplant. And before that, you may be on dialysis."
Wow.
Yeah. So that really scared me really hard. So I came home, I typed in on the computer the best kidney transplant hospitals and stuff like that. It was like 3, one in Philly and in Pennsylvania and stuff like that. And then the third one was in where I live, which is in New York, and it was New York Presbyterian Hospital in Manhattan.
You say Manhattan? That's the barrel, right? Bar.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce it. I can't pronounce it.
Yeah, the boroughs.
Yeah.
Yes. So from then, he put me on everything. He was a really great doctor, and anybody that I know going through this issue, I always refer everybody to him as well, because he you know what, he's a doctor, but he's more than a doctor. Like, he actually cares.
Yeah, it's not like you're just a body. Okay, next.
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 Like he actually care, and stuff. And then so we just kept going through the motions of taking the medication and everything and stuff like that, until he just one day he was like, you can't do this no more. You're gonna have to go on dialysis.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh. So was that during around the same time, or where were you mentally, like going through that? Like
Mentally, or I was trying to keep the faith,
yeah,
because I'm big on that. But it was kind of breaking me down. If I have all this faith and I believe in God, you supposed to love me and stuff like that. Why is this kind of happening and stuff like that?
yeah,
But I kept, having that faith in me. And then at the same time, I'm wavering over to like, oh my God, is this the end? Because you don't hear stories, too many great stories about people that's on dialysis. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Eventually, it wears your body out and they pass away.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But like I said, I was really blessed because my doctor was talking to me and everything, and he told me, he was like, Yolanda, you are way young. Okay, so you have a lot of things working in your favor. The
Yeah.
fact that you're young, the fact that you don't have any other ailments. I had nothing else going. So no diabetes, nothing else. So actually he said I was kind of boring. He said everybody else, they have multiple things.
Yeah.
Your diabetes, this, cholesterol, everything, you know what I mean? But he was just saying that, and he suggested, he was like, hey, I really want you to think about the dialysis, but I'm gonna tell you this. You're
Mhm.
too young to be hooked up to a machine.
Yeah.
He said the machine, I know a lot of people have to go on it and that's just what they have to do. But with my age and everything, he said, I'm way too young to get on the machine and it will eventually, like break down my body.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So he was like, learn how to do home dialysis. So he was
That's
like, that was the
good.
best choice. So I actually talked to my husband about it and everything and brought him in the doctor's office as we discussed it more and everything. And that was the ultimate choice I went with.
That's good. And here we are.
Yeah, here we are. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Look at God. But
Mm-hmm.
so during that time frame, the research I've done said you had was it all girls / guys rock apparel?
Yeah, I had that at one time. That's where the growth come in at.
Damn
Okay.
it.
The
The
growth come
pivot.
in because initially that's how I started, just
Oh,
with like a little t-shirts and stuff like that, and still empowering girls, but it was just called that
yeah.
AGR, All Girls Rock.
Okay.
So it was good and everything, but as I was doing it, it started to roll over and grow into something much bigger than that. And
Yeah.
then and from that I set that down and came up with the name Grown Girls.
Grown girls.
Mhm.
So I like how you broke down because you broke down grown and girls.
Yeah.
so so you broke down grown up identifies the characteristics of being mature, responsible,
Yes.
accountable and knowledge of oneself. Can you kind of go in deeper in that?
Yes. We're grown. So when you're grown, you do grown person things. You know what I'm saying?
And grown circumstance. Well, not
Yes.
circumstances,
But yes.
repercussions. You have grown
Yes. Yes.
repercussions as well.
Yes. So you have to be responsible. You have to have self-awareness of when you're wrong or right, because you remember you're grown.
Yeah.
Grown folks do grown things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's where that came in, and I was just like, hey, I feel like I'm that. I'm at the point that I feel like I'm grown. I'm out. I'm married. I don't live with my mom or anything like that. I'm taking on responsibilities and everything. And even if you live with your mom, but still, the fact that you're taking on everyday responsibility.
Mm.
So that's why I liked it that. But at the same part, when it comes in with the girl, it's like, but we still girls. We still soft. We still young and hard. You know
Mm.
what I mean? So so we still grown, but we still got that little girl in us as well.
Oh.
The way we do our hair, we do the girl night out. We still doing little girls kind of things, but in a grown fashion.
Got you. Hey, it's no more tea parties. We at happy hours.
Right, exactly. I like that.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So and that's when it evolved into that, which I guess God just put things in alignment with you, and you just follow the trail of it because that just took off like crazy.
So, well, of course, bottom line, it started in New York because you stay out there.
Right.
So,
Right.
February 2016,
Yes.
that's considered so Grown Girls NYC and Grown Girls ATL or just Grown Girls in general is considered a nonprofit, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
The thing is okay. It's grown girls. Period.
okay.
It's an organization. It's just the fact that I'm in New York, so and that's where it started at.
Mm-hmm.
But then if we branch off, we like we did into
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta, now we got the Atlanta chapter, Grown Girls ATL.
Got you.
You know what I mean? So and even that would be anywhere else we go, North Carolina. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So yeah.
What made you
Heck,
choose Atlanta versus like, kind of, because you got Jersey right there, you got Baltimore,
you know what? My
Connecticut.
girl was there. My girl, Donique, she's there in Atlanta, and she's like the head of it over there. With anything that we put together or whatever, we contact her. She makes it happen, find locations, this and that and that and that. So it works really good. We are like a team.
Mm.
We also got other things going on, but yeah, definitely Grown Girls is like ATL is her baby.
Okay, what type of events and things do you have within this Grown Girls organization?
We have different events. Oh my God, we worked with the Cancer Association. Excuse me. We work with the Lupus Foundation, Women Against Abuse.
Mm.
We fed the homeless. We work with teens. Uh, we do. Oh man, we Thanksgiving dinners.
Oh,
Yeah. So we do a lot. We tots for kids. Yeah, toys for tots. That's what it is. I'm
yeah.
sorry. We
Said
work
top
with,
kids.
and we also work with the NYU hospital with the at the pediatrician ward. Yeah,
Okay.
giving out stuffed teddy bears and stuff like that. Yeah.
What? Hold on. Well, I just asked that question. I said, what type of awarenesses and special causes do you have you highlighted? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um.
So we do it. We really do a lot of things, and we also do workshops. We have different workshops
Yeah.
for self awareness, confidence. We have girls' night out where we just hang out, we chill, we have movies. We all and now with the pandemic and everything, we was doing everything virtually. So we have like the movie of the night, which whatever be on Lifetime, they had the Salt and Pepper movie. We
Uh,
watch that, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like that. And then we talk about it afterwards. We have our wine and we just chit chat. And even with that virtually, we have some girls that join us that sells different products. They're entrepreneurs on the side and stuff.
Hmm.
So they sell different products. And then so we have like a little virtual shopping. Oh, put me down for that and that and that. So, it's like really cool. It's really cool.
That's very dope because it sounds like it's a support system for women.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Support system for women
Yeah.
was needed,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
for all aspects. And it's just like, what is like some particular topics that y'all be talking about? Like, nah, girl, you wrong for that one.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? We like to call it like a safe place. No
Yeah.
judgment, no shade, no none of that. If we don't agree, we can agree to disagree and still be cool with one another and stuff like that. And just help each other along the way and just know that we're here for one another. We'll talk about anything. We'll talk about like some people in the group talk about their relationships with their other half, their spouse,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So that's really cool. And we keep it in amongst ourselves. And sometimes like if we're gonna do a topic like that, I find like a lot of girls like to chime in on that topic or particular topic or anything. I'll bring a specialist in, that can do that.
Yeah.
We one time we talked about credit. So I brought somebody in that showed us how to straighten up our credit if we needed to, and stuff like that. So
That's good. It's a movement, and you're giving, those women as part of this organization tools,
yes,
vital tools,
yes, mm-hmm.
vital tools of life. And a lot of people don't realize that, like, financial freedom, financial abundance,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta have that, that knowledge within oneself.
Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, we do a couple of things and stuff. And like I said, we've been locked down for like a year now. Things are just coming around now because I see people getting vaccinated and stuff like that. So, it's freeing up everything. Everything is starting to open up. So then we'll start be doing in-person events.
Yes. So have you ever, well, because you did Grown Girls NYC in 2016, then 2 years later, you did ATL.
Yes.
So do you ever, or have you done like the whole NYC ATL meetup yet?
We were in the process of doing, getting the logistics done for that, and the pandemic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just halted everything. But at the same time, I always look for a bright spot in the situation. Maybe it wasn't the right time for us to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or something like that. So, because I mean, like with the pandemic, it stopped everything for everybody, not just me, for everybody.
Yeah. But then again, it's just like it's less logistics because you'd be like, oh, everybody go on Zoom.
Yeah. I like that, but it's just not the same.
Yeah, it's not.
It's cool because we have to do it, so you got to get used to it. And okay,
it's less hassle.
Yeah, it is less hassle, less money. So yeah, it is. But I'm more of an in-person person. I like to be hands-on.
Same.
I want to be dancing. I want to be like, hey girl, hey sis.
What's that energy about? What's that energy about?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Exactly.
Oh, that's
in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? As they said, let me see you in the daylight.
Yeah. That's very dope. A whole support system. So like with you being at the time 18, owning you had your own salon?
Yeah, I had my own salon. So I just think like the whole I guess if you want to say leadership or entrepreneurship, I think that's just in me because I started off young. 18, I had my own shop, but like at 14, I was doing it at home, making a little money. So,
Oh, wow. And then, so what sparked you into just going to college, and was it Nassau?
Yes, I only went for a short, brief time. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I'm be honest. I was like, I can't do this. This ain't me. I'm more, free spirit out there. And my mother, she was upset. Like, what you gonna do now? What you gonna do? You ain't got no education. You can't go far with just high school.
Yeah, you can.
Especially now, but you gotta think back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a little, back then, your parents told you, get on a job and stay for 40 years, 50 years and retire, like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you preach that?
No. I tell my kids all the time because I have kids. My son probably your age.
Yeah, he is. I seen your last interview. So
okay.
Yeah.
So
no, I'm a year older. My bad. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So no, I tell my kids to do what you like.
Yeah.
Do what you love, what you not really like, but what you love. Because then, staying on a job, you're gonna be miserable. And then you're gonna miss to me, if you're not happy at the job.
Yeah.
You're just doing it just to, pay bills, have a car, go to work. It's nothing. It's more to life than that. I even tell my kids when they were young, travel. Travel, get out. Because you was right here where we live, that don't mean you have to stay.
Very true. The world is
it's
bigger than what you think.
Right.
But then also small as hell too, once you start traveling a lot.
Isn't that crazy? At the same time, it's like that. But like, okay, say for instance, like my daughter, she used to go back and forth to Virginia Beach, back and forth. Where is she now? She didn't move, packed the car. She in Virginia Beach.
Oh,
You
wow,
know,
that's
so
so.
yeah, she lives there. She do nursing. You know, so yeah, you know, she found something else. Like, yo, I'm glad I did leave. You know, New York. You know,
Yeah. So how does that feel with everything, the current climate of, the police force?
oh, that's scary.
Yeah.
That is scary. Um, I'm not too nervous. I'm more nervous. I used to be nervous for my daughter because not with the police, but just in general because she's a
Mm,
girl and
yeah.
she's out there on her own. But
Creepy man.
yes, exactly. And so, but now I'm more like, I mean, my son is like 29, and I gotta have to talk again. You know what I mean? Again, like we ain't like we've been talking like this talk since like 10. You know, me and my,
Eesh.
you know, talking to him about this and this and that. And now it's just like full circle again. We just got like, yo, you get pulled over, pull your hands up, put your, you know, don't make no quick sudden moves, anything like that. You know, it's like, because it's so crazy out here now.
Yeah, it is, and it's just one of those things of you could be like told that. However, it's different
Yes,
circumstances
I agree.
when it happened.
Yes,
Like,
I agree. I agree. And then, and if you can see how everything is happening, it seemed like it get out of hand really quick.
like
Like
they come
second.
in on 10.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I mean, like, how you even supposed to counteract that?
I don't know. And from like past podcasts I discussed of saying, I wonder what is the communication between the initial caller and the dispatcher to the officer. Cause it has to be some type
You know
of
what though? I never thought of that.
yeah. You
I
gotta
never
think in
thought
like those little details. Shout to the military for
yeah.
ingraining that stuff into me, but like
No,
those
you're
little
right.
details.
You are totally right. I never even thought about that because if the caller calls in about a situation, then what the dispatcher is saying to the police, oh, well, it's frantic, it's having, is you know, black people. What you don't know what she said or he said.
Yeah, because from my understanding, after 9/11, they stopped doing the whole codes. Like this is a 10-4 XYZ.
Right, right.
Yeah, so I want to know what is that communication like? Like that's
Yeah.
what we really need.
Yes. Yeah. Wow, that is something. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
I ain't gonna say that's what we really need, but I think that would sort of help.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
is the dispatcher just boosting this up or
Yeah. You know, you never know. You're right. You're totally right about that. I gotta turn the tables and ask you a question. Since
yeah.
you was in the military and stuff, and they had this incident with the officer, lieutenant
Yeah.
or something, with the police. How?
Yeah.
What do you thought about that?
Back in 2000, I was just with my mentor last night, and we talked about this. Back in 2016, I cannot think of the brother name that passed, but it happened in South Carolina. It was a police shooting, and the black man was running away, and he
Mm,
still got shot
wow.
over some. I think he had like back child support or something like
Yeah,
that.
I think I remember that. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
and so it was just like a couple shootings back to back to back to back,
yes.
and I asked my bosses because he's black as well. You know, he's been in the game a little longer. I
Mhm.
said, with everything going on, I said, I am black 24/7
Yes.
because the military like to, I don't know if they still doing this now, so I don't want to put this on them.
Mhm.
But, when I was in, they were saying like, oh, everybody's green. We don't see no color,
Right.
which is BS. And I was like, okay, cool. You don't see no color, but as soon as I get off base, I'm still
Right.
black. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
when they
Yeah.
when they run my tags, it doesn't say, Sergeant Alexander,
Yeah.
9 years. He got the
Yeah.
best PFT and the best rifle
Right.
school on base. No,
Mhm.
you're a nigga.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. You're right. You're right.
Yeah. So I guess to come in on it, I don't know what to think because what obviously that officer showed that he didn't care.
Yeah.
And it's disrespectful regardless if you're in uniform or you're not.
Not.
You know, I don't want it to be, oh, just because you black in the military, you get a pass versus, you're non-black and
Right.
I mean not you're non-military and you're
Right.
black. Like
Right.
it's wrong at the end
Yeah.
of the
It
day.
is. Yeah.
So I don't know. it's just crazy.
Yeah, it is. It
It's
is. It's
crazy
crazy.
regardless.
It's just scary.
Guns blazing on a traffic violation?
Yeah, yeah,
What do you do?
yeah. And when they was talking about the other guy with air fresheners in the windows, I like it's like just all kinds of things. And just recently, what we had the girl, 16-year-old girl. That's
Yeah.
a little tricky, but I don't know. It's still they come out with. I'm just saying, do they teach them how to shoot in the leg or nothing?
Nah, I just had this debate yesterday. I said no. Like even when you go to like a regular gun range, as far as leisure,
Mm-hmm.
everything is this top up
Mm,
because they shoot. Everything is center mass.
mm.
Everything is center mass. Like you don't even get taught to like really shoot in the head. Just
Yeah,
on the military or police side of the house, is
yeah.
everything is center mass because it's the largest part.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's something to think about too. I'd be like, didn't they just the shoulder, the leg, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like the 16-year-old girl, he shot her 4 times.
Yeah, and also, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if I want to say this or not because I don't know how. I want to say it's true, but I don't know if I got it all the way. I'm not going to say it. But I don't know if he violated some like weapon safety rules because even though that he shot the girl, it was how close the other girl was
Oh, right,
too
right,
as
right,
well.
right.
So
So it
and
could have been two.
yeah,
Have
and
yeah,
then because it's like one of the weapon safety rules is like know your target and know what lies beyond it.
yeah,
So you shooting at this girl and it's a vehicle, right? But we don't know what's beyond that vehicle. I don't know if he
right.
assessed the scene or not. I don't know. I'm still like,
Yeah, yeah. Oh wow.
geez.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I tell you. Well, I don't know. We just always have to pray and just try to be aware and hope some changes are being made. Through the law. Um,
Yeah.
yes, I know. I know. You're like, yeah, like okay, wait on that one.
My thing is just I feel as though certain things shouldn't be law, it's just principle, you know?
I do agree with you, but it seemed like that ain't happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's
Because like
like,
even what gets me too, since you said that, what even gets me too is like, okay, like you said, yeah, some things should just be common sense and principle. Okay, so then why do they use the N-word and knowing they shouldn't and then afterwards apologize? That's just that, you know what I mean? You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? For Caucasian people, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, or even they come out in blackface. Like in this day and time, that's really not cool. So why do it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't even understand it. Because I be saying the same thing, like so. But for some people, they don't real. I don't know if they don't realize or they just don't care. I don't
Both.
know which one it is.
Yeah, and the only
You
reason why I
know?
say like I'm not a big fan of like I love like things are progressing. However, like I said, things are just common sense. So remember a couple years ago when they made the law saying like, oh, black people can have dreads, you can't discriminate on
Right,
hair. And I'm like, why was it even a thing? Like
right, 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 right.
and whatever they can put into play, mind you, it's a law. You can take it back.
Right,
That's
right,
the real power that you give
right,
and when you bring things into law
right,
in black and white.
right.
Whatever I give you, I can take it away. So I'm like,
Yeah,
principle.
yeah, yeah. You're right. You're 100% right on that. I don't know, like what's going on in Georgia because I'll be going down in Georgia for a book signing soon there. But they just did the law behind closed doors for the voting.
Yes.
You know, and yeah, see, and another thing to that is they know it's wrong. That's why they did it behind
Exactly.
closed doors. With
Exactly.
nobody. Five, I don't know if I can say this, but 5 white men behind closed doors with a slave picture behind
Yeah, like
them.
yo, let's hurry up and get this in place
Yeah,
real quick.
you
Yeah.
know what
I'm
I
about to go on vacation.
mean?
Like,
Right.
let's sign it.
Yeah. So that even tells you that it's not right.
Yeah.
Because then you would have did it out in the open with everybody, and you know what I mean. They would have had a discussion about it. Nobody did that. They discussed it amongst themselves.
Mm.
You know.
And looking in detail, like the littlest detail for me, we're gonna get on to your book, right? This is my last thought.
Mm-hmm.
How do they have the ability to have that meeting without no one else knowing?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And then they turned around. The lady knocked on the door and they arrested her.
Oh, I ain't see that.
Yeah, she was part of the council or something. Yeah, they arrested her. I'm
Oh
like,
wow.
for knocking on the door. They talking about she was harassing everybody. I'm like, really? This is just,
Nah.
yeah. At some point, it's just laughable. Like, yo, it just do, certain people. I don't want to sound like I'm racist at all because I'm not. It's just like, but it just seemed like it's none of us doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that leads me to think this is racism. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally agree. You brought up a good point. So you stated that you're going to Georgia for your book signing. So I do want to talk about both your books.
Yes.
So you got Sister Code that's out now.
Yes.
However, before that, you came out with the book called Girls Pep Talk.
Sister Code was first.
Oh, Sister Code was first. Oh, my bad, my bad.
That's all right. We're gonna get this straight because I'm gonna tell you, Sister Code came out, right?
Okay.
And it was phenomenal. It did good. I was excited about it and extremely excited about it because, like I tell everybody, I didn't never consider myself an author. Okay. Yeah. No, I didn't even know how to put pen to paper. I always tell everybody that. But somebody was just saying, hey, the grown girls thing is doing good. And it aligned with everything I was doing because what the organization does is like a support system for women. So, and like I said before, we have the space where there's no judgment, there's no shade or anything like that. So Sister Code came about because I wanted to do like a self-help tip book, giving tips on how women can dwell in peace with one another. Yes.
So are you saying prior to this, you felt as though it was
yes,
like a lot of clashing?
Yes.
Wow, I always thought like within the Black community, women, y'all do.
Yeah. Let me tell you now, we got better. But we got better. But it was a lot of shade being thrown.
Why is that though?
Or
why do you think? Sorry.
I'm thinking because it's the person, their confident level, their insecurities.
Yeah.
Something to that effect because it can only be that if you're judging somebody you don't even know as soon as they walk through the door. Look at those shoes she got on. Whoa, who told her to do her hair like that?
Is that a reflection of your own insecurities, though?
Yes. Damn. Because you don't even know me. I don't know you, so why would I even be talking about you? I didn't catch you. Didn't even get to the table yet. And I'm already judging you and saying negative things about you, and I haven't even met you. So yeah, that's where the shade come in. Why she wearing that dress? That dress too short. And then when I look at the person that's saying it, your dress, you wouldn't fit in a dress like that. So you know what I mean? So there we go.
So reflection of your own insecurity.
Right. So I was excited about that book. So that book came out. It's on Amazon now. It did well. That was in 2018, and then that landed me to be the author of the year.
What made you? I was about to. What was some tips? Like, what was some good tips of that book of Sister Code that you could put out? I don't want you to put out all of them, but give me like two to three.
Okay, so one tip is first to get to know somebody. Okay, don't be a quote unquote mean girl. Okay, let's get to know the person, and you can judge from there. But you don't judge me at the door.
That's unfair.
So yeah. And then another tip is take women or other women feeling in consideration. So those are two I'm gonna give you right there because the book wasn't that large, so I don't want to give out anything.
I seen how many pages it was.
Yeah. So that's why I say it's a self-help. It's just like some tips.
Yeah.
But it was powerful enough to make an impact, to be noticed, and even to be nominated to be author of the year, and then get there, and I am author of the year.
That's dope.
Yeah, and that was in the leadership category.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's dope. How long did it take you? Like, was it discouraging at first?
Yeah, because like I said, I didn't know how to put pen to paper, so I was like, how do you even format it, and where do this line go versus where that line is? You know what I'm saying? So but the main thing was, like, somebody told me, they was like, just write what you want or feel or think. Just write it down. It doesn't have to be in no order or anything. And that's what I did. I had a whole bunch of papers, writing different things down that I felt. And then that's when you get you a good editor, and they put it all together.
Was it?
Yeah.
Did you have a lot of stuff that didn't make the book?
No. I had stuff that made the book. It was just maybe about one page didn't make the book.
Oh,
but
that's dope.
Yeah, that wasn't bad at all. But then they just pieced it to make it flow. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I can't have the beginning and then in the middle is the end, and then we going back to the middle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the job of the editor, to put it all together so that it'll flow.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And then so after Sister Code, you came out with Girls Pep Talk.
Yes. Yeah. Now
you have more confidence in right now, like, I already know I
got
this.
No, not really. I'm gonna say that again. That's why I say things align. When and this is all after receiving my kidney transplant. So it was a different mindset, a different person. Me got my faith on 110. So knowing that what God can do for me and has done for me. So I was cool with just Sister Code. You know what I mean? And I actually told this in an interview a couple of weeks ago. I was good with Sister Code. I was like, okay, I did it. I feel like I did it gold. You can't say you did a book. I did though. You know what I mean? So I feel a little hype about it. But on my social media every day, I always put out positive messages, positive quotes, anything like that. So 2 years ago, one morning, got up, put out a quote like I do every day and stuff to motivate whoever wants to hear it and stuff. And then I was like, wow, this quote is really good. And next thing I know, I said #Girls Pep Talk. Okay. And I was like,
random.
Just randomly, just randomly. Did that. I've been doing it for 2 years like that. And then I was like, I'm ready for another book.
Got that itch again.
Yeah, I was like, I should do another book. But this time, I want to do something different. I want to do an anthology.
What's that? I'm not.
Okay, so that's when you have multiple people in the book with you.
Oh, yeah, so you did have 2 other authors, like co-authors, right?
Yes,
okay.
Yes. And I pulled them from the organization. Yeah, I went around. I asked several girls, but I think some may have been nervous. Some of them probably thought I really wasn't, 100 with it, and stuff. So they didn't keep the same energy like I did. So, I asked some other girls, and they was like, "Yeah, I would love to do that, Yolanda." I asked another, "Yeah, okay." I set up like a group meeting through texting and stuff like that, and we started getting it rolling. I told them what I wanted to do, what the concept of the book was, how we wanted to lay it out and everything. They was like, yeah, that's good. So everybody started writing. We put things together, and it's doing well. It's really doing well.
It came out this month or last month?
Yes, it came out this month. No, with the end of August. Well, I mean, no, I'm sorry. Okay. We're in April now, right?
Yeah.
So March. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. She said August. I'm like, yeah. Like, what was I reading?
Yeah. So the end of March, we started promoting it a little bit and everything like that. But within the matter of time that it was out for like 2 weeks, we hit the 500 mark. We sold 500 copies.
That's dope. Do you have Audible versions?
Not as yet. I wanted to do this a little different, so we went with the paperback, I guess you want to call it.
Yeah.
With that first, And then I guess slowly I'll be doing the Kindle. Maybe for
Okay.
Mother's Day, I'll be breaking out the Kindle version on Mother's Day. And
Okay.
then
Exclusive.
yes, exactly. You got it. You got the exclusive right there. Um, and then I think from there, maybe a month or two later, then I do the Audible. So it could be like in steps, and then and like, dang, word, you got that too. So
Yeah, because it's like a podcast or,
yeah,
just listening while they at the gym and stuff.
yes. Mm-hmm.
What
So
are
yeah.
some things, how can I pose this question? What are some things that you hope that, the readers will take from reading, what is it, Girls Pep Talk?
You know what? What it is like a group of quotations.
Oh.
So you can find something in that book every day for your situation. You know what I
Oh.
mean? So it's just like a pep talk, just like my girl come over, I'll be like, girl, you got this, you could do this, you got it, you know what I mean? And then you like, yeah, I got that, I can do this. You know what I'm saying? Or even when you talk to your boys, man, you tripping, and stuff like that. And then that energy, you just like, word, I was. And you like, yo, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. You feel
Yeah.
good about it. So it's like that kind of book. And the reviews have been really great. I am extremely proud of this book because the reviews. I had one girl, she posted a book and she was like, these 2 pages alone speak volumes. You know what I'm saying? And she had the 2 pages that she was reading and she put that across the page. She's like, the 2 pages alone speak volume. And I didn't even get through the book. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey, like,
that's
hey.
something probably what she read at that point. That's probably something that she's dealing with right now in her life. And
Oh,
she
okay.
needed that talk. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So we have something. That's why I say, and it's a quick read. It's like 100 pages, but it's one of those books that you will pick up again and again.
Okay, got you. Okay,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? That's what I wanted to do. And I told her, I was like, thank you so much for the book review and stuff. And because the book is doing exactly what it was designed to do.
Yeah.
Just you could pick it up. One of the coworkers at my job even said that. They was like, oh my God, I picked it up, then I put it down. Then last week I got in an argument, I picked it back up. I felt good. It's so inspirational, and then she's like, I had to give it to my daughter, so it's like,
Yeah.
And when I hear that, it feels so good, because right now, a lot of women, it's a lot of great books out for women. I'm not knocking anybody. It's a lot of terrific books out, but most of it is about healing, hurt, how to overcome this, being abused, and then I get that. Okay, I do. I truly get that, and a lot of percentage of the women do need that. But then we got some women just need that every morning, that talk.
Yeah.
Like talking to you, like you just talking to your homegirl.
Sort of like that morning inspiration, words of affirmation. No, is it words of affirmation?
It could be that too, because we have some of those in there as well. Affirmation.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That confidence booster.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not down. I'm not hurt. I'm not this, but I do want to like somebody to be like, girl, get out of that bed and get your hair done. Da 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 da. Let's go.
Yeah, make this move.
Yeah, let's make these moves. How we taking home the bag today, kind of thing. You like, oh, okay, let's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kind of thing like that. And
you really need to do audio. Like you hyping me up. Like you really just need an audio version.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that and see how I can get that happening.
Yeah, please
I
do.
was thinking about that too. Yeah, so it's like that. It's like that. And then even in the book we have it where we said Girls Pep Talk is not designed to read one time and sit on the bookshelf. You can pick this up constantly, once a week, twice a month, whatever. You'll come back to it and you'll be like, yo, I need that talk right now.
Yeah.
And just have you thinking that. Get you a glass of wine and be like, this ain't gonna happen. I'm getting up. I'm
like this
right
nigga
now.
ain't gonna play me no more.
Yeah, exactly. We got something in there for everybody. Even like you had a hard day, girl. Just run the bath water, take it easy, get your glass of wine, kind of thing like that.
Yeah.
And that's what she needed that day.
Understood. Wow. So my last question to you is, I want to say in your first book, if I'm not mistaken, because I already got the books mixed up. You stated being a woman is so. Oh, was this on the website? I didn't get my source right. I apologize.
Yeah.
But it's from you. It's
Yeah.
from your camp. It's from your camp. You said being a woman is so empowering. We're strong, ambitious, and wear many hats. I'm so proud of my gender and enjoy every minute of being a woman. We don't. We won't. We want to be understood and like to be respected. So
Yes.
my question is, what do you think or feel is the misunderstanding in all of that?
Okay. Sometimes people misunderstand our strength.
Mm.
Okay. We are strong. Women are strong. But even the strong ones need help.
Would you say take for granted?
Yeah.
Okay.
Take for granted. Don't think, oh, well, she's strong. She can handle that. She's strong. Yeah, I need help sometimes too.
Yeah.
You know
Help
what I
me.
mean? You know what I mean? Maybe not, maybe I can endure more than the next woman, or the next person, but you can't take the fact that we are strong and that we could just take anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like that would be what that means right there.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to be taken for granted. We still soft and pretty and smell good, so we still want to be treated with respect. We want to
Hmm.
be honored, all that stuff. But
Yeah.
we do wear many hats. In some cases women are the mother and the father,
Yeah. Somewhere
sister,
involved.
yeah, the teacher, especially now in the pandemic with online school. Now I'm
Yeah.
teaching. You know what I'm saying?
2 + 2 is what?
Exactly. You ain't get it.
Yeah.
Frustrating the kids. They scared to answer.
Yeah.
They like, is it too much? What I mean? Scared to say the right answer.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a lot. It's a lot. We take in a lot and everything. And you just need to know that we need to be taken, not taken for granted.
Got you. So where could the people find you? Shout all your social medias, your books, the
All
links, give them
right.
everything.
Yes. So I am on Facebook as Yolanda Braithwaite. I'm on Instagram as Grown Girls NYC _Inc. I'm on LinkedIn, Yolanda Braithwaite, and Twitter, Grown Girls. So anywhere you can type in Grown Girls, Yolanda Braithwaite, you're gonna see both of them come up, or everything gonna come up. Yes, because those are the only ones I go by. So yes, I'm on all the platforms.
Last question. Sorry.
Follow me on TikTok too.
Oh, you're on TikTok. Hey, that be the
Grown
goal
Girl.
for. Yeah, that is a goal. My last question. I apologize. Do you see yourself expanding to another state other than ATL and why?
Not at this point.
Okay.
Because with everything going on with the books out doing really well, I'm already lined up and scheduled for book signings. We have one of the girls that's in the book. We're gonna launch her on Monday, March 1st, Saturday, March 1st, and that actually kicks off our book tour. So then later in the month we'll be in Atlanta, North
Book tour in
Carolina.
person, right?
Yes,
Where your days? Hey, shout out the
yes,
dates where they can
yes,
find
yes,
you
yes.
at.
Saturday, May 1st. Saturday, May 1st. We'll be in Hempstead, Long Island. And that's going to be at Pop Out Inc. Then on the 20th, we'll be 3 times in Atlanta. So the whole weekend is Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to be at Book Boutique. Then that's gonna be Saturday, the 20th. Later on that evening, Saturday, the 20th, again in May, we're gonna be at Nubian's Book Boutique. So yeah, and then February, no, then what we do? North Carolina, and then which is not dated yet, but we're waiting for the confirmation on that, and then Florida.
Okay.
But everything is on my social media.
Yeah, I was about to say, just follow her for the confirmed dates. You got it.
Yes.
I appreciate you for coming on the podcast. award-winning author.
Thank you for having me. I'm truly honored to be here, Chris. This was a great talk. It was just like sitting down at home talking.
That's how I try to do it. Make sure y'all check out Girls Pep Talk and Sister Code, available on Amazon.
Yep.
And thank you. Peace.